Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of UCW Inferno as we make our way on the road to Quest for Gold. My name is Max Thorne, and let me just say, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the first man in this contest tonight, none other than the Trash-man himself, Elias Demarco. Elias reeling in the camera as he revels in the moment of our return to programming, and I'm sure I speak for not just Elias, but for every man in the back when I say it is good to be back. Now, a funny story about this contest here tonight, guys. Elias was originally scheduled by Jose Carter to take place in the Global Championship Fatal 4-Way. However, instead of earning a shot at the title, Elias went to the boss man himself and personally requested that instead of being put in said Fatal 4-Way, he wanted a shot at the former boss. None other than Brian the Brain Carter, Jose's old man. For Elias, this means much more than simple championship gold. This means a shot at possibly defeating the former boss and saying that he could do what very few men could do here in UCW, and that is beat Brian the Brain Carter. Pointing to the sky and ready as he'll ever be, Elias certainly feeling himself tonight as he prepares to meet his opponents. The only question is, can he outsmart the Brain, even after the Brain lost everything? In UCW Apocalypse, Brian the Brain went head-to-head with his own son, Jose Carter, and he lost. He lost everything. He lost his ownership. He lost the UCW Undisputed Championship. He may as well have lost his own family. And now, as Brian the Brain stands on that ramp right now, he stands a broken man. But whoever said a broken man would stay broken forever, as Brian clearly, while still wearing the battle scars of Apocalypse, as he makes his way to the ring right now, he certainly looks to start his path to redemption. Still clearly wearing the bruising from that vicious assault by a rogue DJ Black and our very own in David Blake. Now, bear this in mind, ladies and gentlemen, as it was stated at the press conference, DJ Black is still not under contract with UCW. And as far as I was concerned, maybe he just posted bail, but even then, not like I give a damn, especially when he attacked the former boss in what was arguably a disgusting display with David Blake. But that is clearly not bothering Brian now as he prepares to go one-on-one with a man he brought into the company not too long ago in Elias Demarco. As it says on his t-shirt, you can't outsmart the Brain. The only question remains, will Elias join one of the very few to outsmart the Brain? Brian certainly does have a chip on his shoulder considering the events of Apocalypse. It only remains to be seen, is this Brian the Brain still the same one that we've all come to know, admire, and sometimes even hate? Or is this a new Brian? One can only wonder as this contest starts now. Oh, Elias. Oh, mimicking the shush taunt. Brian countering. And look at this. Elias clearly getting under the skin of the boss, or former boss, I should say. Oh, and catching him with a brutal combo. Elias clearly getting under the skin of Brian, as Brian was clearly having none of Elias's hip dancing there. Clothesline by the Trash-man. Rebounding again, and another. Elias quickly working fast on his feet here. And, oh, vicious cross-line clothesline there. Already going for a cover. Looking to end it early. Oh, look at that. Brian kicking out, may as well at 1.9 there. Elias oddly can't believe it. But that doesn't matter to him now as he is quickly stomping and punching a mud hole into the Brain. Now sending him outside, out to the apron. What does Elias have planned here? Oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Can Elias pounding on the chest of Bryan like a drum. The crowd clearly enjoying some of this, as maybe they still have not forgiven Bryan for all that he has done to their fan favorites here in UCW. One could possibly argue that, wait, what's Elias doing here? Over the top, and a suicide senton from the Trash-man. Elias is on fire here tonight. May as well be the human definition of an inferno on the title show. Pun entirely intended, ladies and gentlemen. Sending Bryan back into the ring as he makes his way, walking up or rolling up to the corner. Elias not taking his time, not anymore. Oh, Bryan counters with a kick to the stomach. Elias may have taken too long there, and Bryan with a clothesline, making a comeback here. Ducks, and a scoop power slam from Carter. And now an elbow drop, and another. What's he got this time? Oh, not an elbow, but instead a scrape to the face of the Trash-man. And now measuring his man here. Chop to the throat from Bryan. Elias dazed. Wait. Oh, faking him out there with a punch. And Bryan clearly letting the audience know that he is still the Brain. Never one to mind the audience's opinion of him. It's good to see that Bryan still has it. And now stomping him and locking him in a variation of a rear naked choke here. An elevated rear naked choke, no less. Torquing on the neck of Elias. May as well put him in a neck brace depending on how long he kept him in that. But I guess I was wrong. Wait, Bryan now quickly thinking fast. Got him in a torture rack. Dropping him with a neck breaker. The Brain cometh indeed. Cover 1, 2, and only a 2 count on Elias. Clearly that is not enough to put away the Trash-man, ladies and gentlemen. Bryan now continuing to think fast here. What's he got planned here? Oh, smart thinking from Bryan. A back suplex slam on that arm of Elias. Sending him down here. It looks like Bryan is continuing to target the same arm here. Pulling it back. What's he thinking here? Human body's not meant to bend like that! Jesus Christopher! Stomping on the arm at a jacked up angle. Take a look at this again. God, goodness. Like I said, the human body is not meant to bend like that, ladies and gentlemen. Now Bryan, what's he got going here? Oh, a chicken wing arm, like a chicken wing sleeper hold here. Look at this. Classic Bryan the Brain. Targeting various limbs of the human body and just withering down his opponent. And Elias quickly getting out of that chicken wing there. Oh! Vicious spin hook kick from Elias! I think I saw a spit fly from Bryan. Cover 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. I might be getting a little excited here, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll be. Elias nearly put away Bryan there with that spinning hook kick. Now, Demarco measuring his man. Kick to the chest, and then another. Now setting up Bryan. Pounding on the chest. What's Elias thinking here? Is he going for an avalanche brainbuster? Oh my goodness, he is. Elias gonna drop this man on his head on the turnbuckle. I guess not. Bryan telegraphing that and kneeing him in the head on the middle rope here. It's Bryan thinking, going for a sunset flip. Oh no, I guess not. Oh no, setting him up. Brain damage from Bryan the Brain. And say goodnight, Elias Demarco. I'll be. A 2 count, and Bryan cannot believe it. Get a load of this again, ladies and gentlemen. Bryan hitting a sunset flip, rolling up Elias, and then going down and bang. Planting Elias with the brain damage. I'll be amazed if Elias doesn't have brain damage after that one. And now Bryan probably has to be wondering, what do I need to do to put away Elias here? Measuring his man, like I said. Wait, what's he setting up for here? Oh, thinking fast. Brain teaser! I will be! Brain teaser, can he put him away with this hold? He could not put away Jose with this in Apocalypse. Can he put Elias away with it here now on Inferno? Wrenching on the neck, giving him a vicious brain teaser in its own right. Bryan now fighting. And he can't keep the hold locked in as Elias just elbowing the head of the former boss. Elias clearly, wait, Bryan not letting up. Wait, Elias counters here. What in the hell? Oh, the compactor! And Bryan wisely rolling out of the ring. Man, Elias is livid. If he would have quickly covered him there, let's actually take a look at this again so I can actually process it. Bryan went up for a brain buster, and then Elias countered it into his own finishing maneuver, the compactor. And then, true to his name, the Brain, Bryan wisely rolling out of the ring. Clearly upsetting Elias. Wait, what's going on here? Elias going to the top rope here. Bryan trying to walk away. Oh! Vicious elbow drop there. And Elias clearly trying to play off the damage to his arm, but knowing the Brain and watching him as long as I have, just laughing it off, that had to have done some damage to his elbow there. Arguably not a smart move from Elias, but then again, I'm not in the ring, so what do I know? Wait a minute, Bryan, quickly thinking fast. Brain buster from Bryan. Covered by the former boss. Whoa! And Elias now, one of the many, now that I should say, to kick out of the Brain buster. Colby Jordan, Matthew Storm, Jose Carter now. Many men, many tough men who have kicked out of the Brain buster. And now Bryan has to be asking himself, this move is clearly not working anymore. What do I need to do to put away this man? And now Bryan measuring his man, Elias begging him to fight. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. What in the world was that from Bryan? And 3. A new move from Bryan the Brain put away Elias Demarco. Well, let's take a look at the replay again here. Elias planting Bryan with the compactor there. And arguably, if Elias would have been thinking fast, that would have put him away. And then look at this. A diving elbow drop on the wounded elbow. And then Bryan making fast again, planting him with the Brain buster. But as it says in the replay, this was only able to get a 2 count. And the clear shot and a look of disdain on the face of Bryan. And then look at this. Grabbing him by the neck and vicious. Bryan may as well have given him vertigo with that maneuver. Just spinning him around like that and planting him right on his head. And Bryan completing a path on his road to redemption by defeating Elias Demarco. Great performance from both of these men nonetheless. But at the same time, Bryan's viciousness has clearly returned. What we got going here from now? It looks like Bryan's now grabbing a microphone here. This should be interesting. Let's see what he has to say.
These past 5 years have truly been a roller coaster ride for me. I have done a lot of things that I thought I would never accomplish, but I also did a lot of things that I regret. They say that once you get to the top, it can get lonely up there. And I can stand here today and say that that is true. I involved my family in my business just to protect myself, and I did literally everything possible to stay at the top, but I still ended up alone. I have lost everything. My wife, my kids, my friends. But there's no one to blame but me. So what now? Now, a new chapter in my story will take place. the chapter where I grab life by the neck and take back everything that I have lost. I know that I have a very long hill to climb and a lot of relationships to rebuild. And I know that I can sit here and say that I'm sorry, but that's just not enough. But I will say sorry to two individuals that thought it was a good idea to attack me at my lowest of lows. DJ Black, David Blake, I'm sorry. I'm sorry not for what I did to you before, but for what's coming for you now.
Well, I'll be damned. Powerful words from Brian the Brain. One can only wonder what's going to happen next on the road to Quest for Gold.